Tonight on Chronicle, they live and teach a self-sufficient life. How D Acres is combining tradition and technology to improve the health of the planet.
A lot of the basis for the farm, a lot of our ideas getting into this was to try to create a place where people could learn skills that we felt like were lacking in lots of the education system currently.
To market, to pamper your skin. How she says a visit to the grocery store can help you iron out those wrinkles on the cheap.
There's some grapefruits here that I'm gonna grab. We can use these, they're like lighten and brighten. Anything citrusy is gonna lighten and brighten. It's gonna bring some glow back to your skin. It's gonna look very nice.
Plus, Fritz Weatherby's New Hampshire.
Let's all chip in and buy a leg. I'll tell you the story on New Hampshire Chronicle.
That's next on Chronicle.
It is time to cut out what we do not need so we can live more simply and happily.
Good food, comfortable clothes, serviceable housing, and true culture, those are the things that matter.
Those are the words of John Seymour, the man known as the father of self-sufficiency, someone who would be very pleased with what happens here every day.
Organic gardening, alternative building, sustainable forestry.
Woodcrafting, composting, green living in general. They're all the concepts that are embraced by the staff, the guests, and students of D Acres of New Hampshire right here in Dorchester.
That's right. D Acres is an organic farm and an educational homestead that aims to combine the benefits of tradition and technology to improve the human relationship to the environment.
And the best part, you are invited to come and help. Take a look.
It's not for profit, it's all organic, and it's an educational hub for anyone interested in homesteading. Currently, the term homesteading applies to anyone who is a part of the Back to Land movement. This is the man who took over this place known as D Acres more than 10 years ago with a mission in mind.
A group of us came up in 1997 because my aunt was 89 years old. She was living up here alone. So we had the opportunity to come up and start working the land again. And we were living in a barn. We were living in the old ox hovel. And between sanitation and living accommodations and the type of educational program and community outreach we wanted to do, we really dreamed up the community building over there.
And a magnificent community building was created, the centerpiece of more than 180 acres that would provide a place for anyone looking for a sustainable, self-sufficient lifestyle.
Well, the building's designed to service the farm enterprise. You know, this is primarily a farm, it's a model. So on the first floor, there's a wood shop. You know, we can make lots of good use of the available natural resource here, as well as a commercial scale kitchen. And the kitchen is the heart of the farm. It's where all the work we're doing out in the fields is coming to fruition. So at that point, the large kitchen allows us to have interaction with the community, as well as the people living and working here. We all interconnect in the kitchen, and it is the heart of the farm.
That means farm fresh breakfasts for folks in the community, organic cooking workshops, and all of it based on a return to the land.
A lot of the basis for the farm, a lot of our ideas getting into this was to try to create a place where people could learn skills that we felt like were lacking in lots of the education system currently. You know, all the vocational programs and so forth have really gone to the wayside. So me and my sister, coming out of a liberal arts education, we had a hard time finding a place where we could go and learn basic gardening, basic construction, alternative energy, you know, cooking, food preservation, all of the skills that are really basic to homesteading and living off the land, were hard to come by, hard to learn. So by developing a place where we really welcome different members of the community, either local people volunteering or coming and pitching in exchange for produce, to people that come from all over the world. There's a woman here from Mexico right now learning about sustainable agriculture. So it's an opportunity, once again, a situation where we can have a mutualist approach. We need the help, and they're willing to learn some stuff and really works together.
The farm also provides educational workshops, hosts interns and apprentices as on-site learners, and offers tours of the farm and homestead to promote sustainable living alternatives.
Our farm system definitely complies with the organic standards the USDA puts out. We do a couple things above and beyond, Right now we're not using any mechanization in our garden system, so all the work is done by hand. And we avoid tractors and rototillers for a reason. They cause a lot of soil erosion, compaction. Imagine how earthworms deal with a rototiller. Tractor farming can be very destructive. So what we're aiming to do is model a different type of agriculture, more of a perennial-based system, where we're working with lots of plants that come back every year and naturalize, as opposed to really trying to fight the weather to get the corn in. It's an uphill battle. It's really weather dependent, whereas this system thrives and grows every year.
The community building and its surroundings powered in many places by the sun.
On the roof itself is hot water, and there's two different types of technology there. There's a flat panel technology that's really dated from the Carter era, and then a newer technology, which is the evacuated tubes. And it's a little bit higher tech. What we're trying to do is compare the two side by side. We're also working with the Plymouth State University and doing testing to see which one's really going to work better for this climate. Every agricultural enterprise is based on the sun. Some of the energy systems that we do have are domestic hot water, where we're heating up the hot water that we use for showers or for cleaning dishes with the sun. We also have photovoltaics, which are electric, and they generate a portion of the energy that we use in the wood shop.
Also important to the mix, livestock, animals that complete the entire cycle of sustainable living.
We're really trying to have a mutualist approach to working with the animals. The animals are here to benefit us and to work with us. So all the manure gets back into the farm system, into the soil, as well as the animals can go out and we'll use them to clear areas. So instead of using a tractor or mechanization, you can take a pig out to an area and he has a natural plow right on the front of his head, heads right into it. So all his rooting and activity actually will serve the farm.
Sustainable forestry and woodcrafting is also a big part of what's happening on the land and in the workshop.
We work in the forest doing whole tree harvest lots of times, taking the chips, the tops, and putting them back into the farm system with the animals and the bedding and so forth, as well as the timber, what we don't use for cordwood, we were able to process and put right into the wood shop. So besides myself, also lots of the people living and working here work in the wood shop, gain skills, and it does garner revenue as well.
Also helping with that revenue stream are the guest rooms and hiking trails that make the Acres a place where homesteaders can not only come to learn, but also stay and enjoy all that Mother Nature has to offer.
Well, there's really sort of nice and luxurious accommodations on the second floor for people who are willing to come up and spend some time here on the farm. There's pretty swanky accommodations that exist. There's also camping that's available. People can come to stay and visit the area as well as visit the farm and work on the farm.
Coming up, the wooden leg.
Coming up next.
This will work as your salad and your face.
Do you think you know the Granite State? Well, get ready for Chronicle College and your New Hampshire pop quiz. What percentage of farms in the state is operated by women? Is it A, 4%, B, 14%, or C, 24%? What do you think? Stay with us and find out how much you know about New Hampshire. Up next, Face Food. You know, the quest for beauty and youth can drive women and even some men crazy, not to mention put a big dent in the wallet. But a local beautician says getting that gorgeous glow doesn't have to be expensive. You can make remedies for everything from dry skin to puffy eyes and dull hair right in your own kitchen. Korea Sakakini ironed out the wrinkles.
They're everywhere, beautiful airbrushed people on glossy ads telling us if we buy these products, we might look as flawless as they do.
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman, the kind I like to meet, pretty woman.
You feed into it. The media tells you all the time that, you know, that this is going to help you, and you just hope that, yes, you found the miracle cure that's going to fix the wrinkles on your face.
Because there is no real miracle cure, most women have a laundry list of products they use to stay beautiful.
Exfoliant, cleanser, moisturizer, clarifier.
Eye cream, moisturizer, and wrinkles, you know, for stuff like that.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true.
Lisa Avery, the owner of Trendsetter's Hair Salon, says there's a battle women want desperately to win.
The aging process, very badly, I think. Yeah, they're willing to spend a lot of money on, you know, facial products and creams.
Just how much money?
Probably a couple $100 anyways.
It was expensive. It was probably like almost $80.
But esthetician Tasha Gordon believes in breaking out of the beauty box. She says you can spend a lot less and have fun pampering yourself by making your own skin and hair care products at home.
We're definitely going to use some raspberry leaf, which is right here, and I was thinking about using some of our bay leaf.
Tasha took me to A Market, a natural food store in Manchester, where we were able to fill one small shopping cart with enough to make 6 different treatments.
One for the eyes. There's some grapefruits here that I'm going to grab. We can use these, they're like lighten and brighten. Anything citrusy is gonna lighten and brighten. It's gonna bring some glow back to your skin. It's gonna look very nice. So we'll get 2 of these.
Okay, 2 grapefruit.
Yep, and I wanna get some cucumbers too, because like the cucumbers we were talking about, we wanna be able to put some essential oil on them and some avocado oil and really make these work for you.
The grapefruit and cucumber are both good for the eyes. Citrus can lighten dark circles, and cucumber calm puffiness.
This will work as your salad and your face.
You can do half for one and half for the other.
Exactly. Eat healthy and look great.
Good. I like that.
But almost everything, as I learned, works best when mixed with an oil, and there are a lot more kinds than you might expect.
We're going to use this in our sugar scrub, and we're going to use our avocado oil for our hair repair, because this has more vitamins that are going to work better for your skin, and this one is really more beneficial for your hair.
Tasha says most things that are good for you on the inside can also be good for you on the outside.
These are actually great for making your own teas for the internal part of taking care of yourself, but the external part as well. They have scents, and scent is a very powerful thing.
She chooses a range of ground tea leaves to go in a hair and nail repair. With a $60 bag of groceries, we were off, back to Trendsetter Salon where Tasha works, to put our products together.
All citrus fruit is lightening and brightening. Some are better than most.
Juice half a grapefruit or lemon, then add a little avocado oil, to take care of the dark circles under the eyes. Next, the cucumber eye patches.
Cucumber is very calming, and it has itself, what it is made of is anti-inflammatories.
Add some lavender and again, the avocado oil.
Grapeseed oil for the mineral and the avocado oil for the vitamins. I would prefer to go with vitamins around the eye because vitamins are what's going to make everything kind of get that collagen and elastin rebuilt and make everything firm right up for you. Okay, go ahead and put your head down and relax.
Hairstylist Christina Clark volunteered to get the royal homemade treatment.
I'm going to use the lavender cucumber eye compress. And I'm going to put these right on top of your eyes.
Then a sugar exfoliant Tasha whipped together.
I'm really going to work this around your arm, all the way up.
Half cup of organic white sugar and a half cup of grapeseed oil and sweet orange essence.
The sugar is going to give you, it's going to scratch off the yucky stuff so your skin on the bottom of that dry skin has a chance to heal itself.
For the spring and summer months, Tasha makes an exfoliant with sea salt, and this time adds the anise.
And you can see I'm actually trying to keep the star of anise in my hands because I really think it's important to have that licorice go around you. The licorice scent and the licorice essential oil itself is also, it fights cellulite.
Tasha also makes a solution for the nails and cuticles, and one that calls for those raspberry tea leaves and honey for the hair.
The wax, the beeswax in here, the fact alone that it's a sweetener for hair is just mega booster. The keratin alone in there is wonderful.
The sky is the limit when it comes to what you can do with Mother Nature and what she can do for you.
So this is an herbal skin soother, spring vitality tonic. This is a lavender compress.
There are books and websites dedicated to natural skincare remedies.
There's Bay Laurel hair repair, very fun.
Fun, you could say, is also an important ingredient because how you feel and how you look are so closely linked.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful, it's true.
Up next, Fritz and the appendage.
light in the window for me.
You know, of all the people who have played a part in the history of this town, Eaton, New Hampshire, none is more interesting than Samuel Robertson. Sam was a justice of the peace here in Eaton in the mid-1800s. In this capacity, he performed many marriages, witnessed deeds, also dispensed justice in this little town. And we know about him because of a small log book and diary that he kept in the 1840s and 50s. We know, for instance, that Justice Robertson issued a warrant for one John Mills to appear before him. Mr. Mills had threatened to murder another guy, a guy named Jonathan Kent. Actually, the warrant noted that Jonathan Kent had sworn under oath that on the 30th day of June 1854, at diverse times, he had threatened him. And further, that Jonathan Kent was afraid that the said John Mills would wound, maim, or kill him, or do injury to his property. Now, Jonathan Kent was married to a gal named Jane Mills, and Jane was maybe a sister or a cousin of the guy who was threatening him. But anyhow, this whole mess just seems to have been within one family, and Justice Robertson was right in the middle of the affair. And what did he do? Well, he ordered Mr. Mills to stay away from Mr. Kent. And apparently Mr. Mills did not, and in the end, Justice Robertson issued a jail sentence for Mr. Mills. That's all in the book. Where it went from that, I don't know. In December of 1825, when Samuel Robertson was only 15 years old, this is a long time before he became a justice, when he was only 15 years old, he had an accident out on his father's farm here in Eaton and had to have his leg amputated. His log doesn't note what the accident was, but it does contain a paper that is dated 25 years later, and it reads, this is just wonderful, "We the undersigned, being acquainted with Samuel Robertson's misfortune in the loss of a leg, as he has not the means to purchase one, we do feel disposed to assist him in getting one of Mr. B.F. Palmer and Company's patent legs of Springfield, Massachusetts, for the amount set against our names." And then 42 people pledged everything from 12.5 cents to $5. And a new leg was purchased for $118.30, the best money could buy. Now, is this a town with a heart or what?